The family of a young woman killed while on a movie set is still trying to come to grips with what they call her senseless death. She was a camera assistant asked to film on an active railroad track. She ended up being struck and killed, and now her family's talking with Inside Edition about the tragedy.
They are the heartbroken parents of a 27-year-old woman who was mowed down by a train while working on a movie set.
How? How could this have happened? What happened?
Yeah, how does a camera assistant be placed in danger to start with? I mean, it just doesn't even make sense. It's so senseless.
Sarah Jones was delighted when she was hired as a camera operator on Midnight Rider, a biopic about legendary musician Gregg Allman, starring Oscar winner William Hurt. The first day of filming in February 2014 took place on this railroad trestle in Georgia. Here you can see Sarah walking on the tracks with William Hurt and Wyatt Russell, Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell's son, who was also cast in the movie. Sarah's dad, Richard, recalls the last conversation he had with his daughter.
She was excited about working with William Hurt. She did not mention filming on a railroad track. I don't know if she even knew it.
Sarah stood by as two trains came roaring through the trestle. Then it happened. A freight train came barreling down the tracks at 58 miles an hour. Crew members saw the train coming. They had less than a minute to get off the tracks with their gear. This video captures Wyatt Russell holding a guitar and others scrambling to safety. Sarah is behind them. You can hear the train blaring its horn. And this is the video from the train itself. You can see everyone running for their lives.
That train coming down on them like that, I just can't imagine the terror.
Sarah didn't make it.
And that's probably the very last image ever of Sarah.
Just this week, a civil jury decided that the railroad company must pay Sarah's family $3.9 million.
It would have been an easy thing to avoid if those previous trains had called it into the dispatcher. The striking train would have known that people were present and they could have slowed down.
Sarah's parents, Richard and Elizabeth, take some solace knowing their daughter died while pursuing her passion.
She was doing what she loved to do.
The railroad's appealing the judgment. Authorities say the director of the film did not have permission to film on the tracks. He pled guilty to involuntary manslaughter and served 1 year in prison. The movie was never completed. Back with more Inside Edition after this.